Prime Video. They have jumped on the "we are going to attack Caitlin Clark's character" bandwagon, just like it seems everybody else but some independent content creators. Wish we had another phrase. I don't really like content creators. I think it kind of diminishes what the good ones do. But anyway, did you catch the game last night? I already did a post game video on that, but I wanted to talk specifically about something from in studio that seems very on brand for the WNBA and its sycophantic media, its lying media that we've gotten ever since Stephanie White got all up in her feels because she can't control herself. Old guard, groomed, flipped Stephanie White, viciously attacking and trying to humiliate and embarrass her star player on the bench. That Stephanie White. And not one time has anyone made a comment about Stephanie White's behavior in that situation. It is being used to attack Caitlin Clark. And again, if you watch it, and I'm sure you have, I didn't really see any jawing back from Caitlin Clark. She sat down. Stephanie White decided she was going to embarrass and humiliate Caitlin Clark by directing all of that vitriol right toward Caitlin in front of her, to where the only reaction I saw from Caitlin must have come after, Stephanie White making comments about her defense and getting into foul trouble and all this, which was all on Stephanie White's crap system, leaving Caitlin Clark out on an island, switching 1 through 5, making ridiculous matchups. And of course, the officiating, which was terrible because Caitlin Clark's early fouls, well, she wasn't even touching the player for which the foul was called, and Stephanie White not having her back and challenging any of those calls, unlike the Portland Fire coach who challenged 2 calls that were fouls against his players, got them both reversed. And so, because you could see Caitlin Clark goes like this, she's not being confrontational. She's not being a diva. She's not being a problem. She's reacting to what the coach is saying and say, "Hey, I've got my hands straight up. What do you want me to do?" That is 100% a natural reaction by a player getting that from a coach. That would be my reaction, even if it's a very good, productive conversation with a calm coach who actually has my best interest at heart. If they made a comment about the fouls and, you've got to not do this or you've got to do this or whatever, says, "Hey, coach, my arms are straight up. I can't do anything else. I don't know why I didn't make any contact. I'm straight up. I didn't reach in. I didn't lean forward." Very, very natural reaction. And yet here we have 3 absolute clowns. Again, I don't even wanna call them the 3 Stooges or anything that it's not fair to the Stooges. Oh, by the way, thanks for being here, appreciate it. Do me a quick favor, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help out. I know I say it every video. Still true, though. If you have subscribed already, please make sure you are still subscribed, because we all know YouTube is funky that way. So let's take a listen to this. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's a little less than a minute. You're gonna love it.
Great interview there. I want to start with that exchange, that viral moment. Obviously, both Steph and Caitlin have talked about they're both competitors. They have one another's back. They made nothing out of it. It's behind them. What did you think of that exchange?
The body language. We see the body language. And with Caitlin being the head of the snake, you have to be coachable. And your body language shows. And that's what we saw. You can say, I love my coach and everything's great, but the body language wasn't showing that. And as former players, we know that is a big thing. Being a player is the body language.
Yeah.
Seriously. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had some technical issues, or thought I was having some technical issues. So, like, this is absurd. This is your take. You see a coach act like that toward a player when you saw nothing from the player that would trigger that. And what body language? Again, I just went through the whole thing about the arms up and, perfectly natural reaction if the coach is getting on about, maybe saying, "Oh, stop reaching in," or, "You can't commit these fouls," or whatever. And you're like, "Coach, my arms are straight up. Don't know what else I'm supposed to do." And Stephanie White flips out, yanks her off the bench, benches her, puts in Raven Johnson. Everyone else is like, "What the hell is going on?" I mean, everyone else except Kelsey, the priority Mitchell. who was good with it, of course. But, so this is the deep analysis that we're getting from Prime Video to the, "Yeah, let's go attack Caitlin Clark."
And I think when I'll take it a step further, Ty, it not only just the body language, it's the response, right? Because we've been in those cookie situations
Right.
Fire cookie?
where your coach is getting on you. But once you see the look in their eyes where they're fired up, then you have to make a decision as a player of, am I respecting what they're saying? And I think their team as a whole, it's just the body language across. Any games that they've been down, Allie, that's the one thing that I've seen is that they lack the composure
Mm.
to be able to when you're in the fire, to take it to that next step and be able to get out of it.
Great interview
What
there. I want to start.
are you even talking about? Did you watch the game? Who are these absolute buffoons that they have doing this stuff at Prime Video? Is there no one out there in women's basketball? And I'm not saying women, but in women's basketball, women or men, who are competent? This is, oh, give me a migraine. What was the problem with the body language? Or I should say what'd you say, the reaction after? Stephanie White yanked her out of the game. Caitlin Clark got up. What 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 was she supposed to do other than that? That seemed like a pretty normal I mean, did you want her to sit there and continue to yell at the coach? Stephanie White's defensive system, as we've heard from Sophie Cunningham, there's one, right? It is one thing. They only do one thing. It is switch 1 through 5. Hopefully that's changing now that that's out there. Maybe we're going to start seeing something a little better. But you've put Caitlin Clark out on an island. You're putting her in mismatches. You're not giving her any help at all. The officials are then calling fouls on her where she's not even making any contact at all with anything but air. And your response, Stephanie White, this person that everyone keeps telling me is this just incredible basketball coach, this incredible leader, this incredible motivator. Your response to all of that, the problem you've created, your reaction to all of that is to scream and yell and throw a hissy fit at your star player, to embarrass her, to humiliate her in front of the entire team on television in the middle of a game, and then yank her out of that game and bench her. And I will finish with this. I actually meant to put this in another video, so I probably will talk about it again. But everything that I'm seeing and hearing since Caitlin Clark missed that game for the injury, non-injury, is that they were benching her. They benched her from the previous stuff going on with, I think it was it Brand January? I think that's what everyone's saying, but now I have to watch the video again because I think someone said it was what's his name's wife, and I can't think of her name. Apologies. But anyway, right, but that whole thing, and of course, they didn't have the cojones to actually come out and say they're benching Caitlin Clark. Because the thing is, you don't have to make it. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you have to do it with the league and suspension." Like, you don't have to make that an official thing. You can just bench a player. You can just play a player, not play a player the next game, right? As opposed to it being a suspension. So, but more and more, as much as they wanted to make that like a conspiracy theory thing, more and more when I look at it all in its totality, going back to that, I think Caitlin Clark missed that game because they benched her, right? And we're just seeing continued fallout and continued nonsense from that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. I will talk to you later.